What are the long-term consequences of physically correcting children, as Kelly Clarkson discusses when she spanks her children? Parents disagree on the practice, and it is currently in the news once more as a result of a resurfacing interview in which Kelly Clarkson admitted to hitting her children. The UK government has recently rejected requests to outlaw corporal punishment of minors. It also seems that others share same opinion. "I'm not above a spanking," which people aren't always into, the singer, 41, said in a 2018 interview with Atlanta radio station 94.1. "I only mean a spanking. I don't mean to hit her severely. I'm like, hi, if you don't stop right now, I'm gonna spank you on your bottom. This is ridiculous, like." The American Idol contestant continued, "My parents spanked me, and I did fine in life, and I feel fine about it, and I do that as well." She and her ex-husband Brandon Blackstock are co-parents of 2 kids. She continued by stating that not all parents prefer the method of discipline. "That's a tricky thing, when you're out in public, because then people are like, they think that's wrong or something, but I find nothing wrong with a spanking." Smacking, a contentious topic. It is still up for debate whether or not hitting a child is ever acceptable. The English government rejected requests to outlaw the physical abuse of children, arguing that they are already protected by the law. Any kind of corporal punishment, including smacking, beating, slapping, and shaking, is forbidden in Wales, Scotland, and Jersey. However, if it is a reasonable punishment, it is acceptable for a caregiver or parent to physically correct their child in England and Northern Ireland. Any penalty that goes beyond what is deemed reasonable is prohibited. According to the Children Act of 2004, it is forbidden to physically hurt or cruelly treat a kid. Citizens Advice Bureau states that parents may be charged with assault or the kid may be placed in local authority care if the violence they use is serious enough to leave a mark, such as a scratch or bruise. The government insists that parents in England should be trusted to discipline their children, despite requests from children's charities for the other UK nations to follow Wales and Scotland and outlaw smacking. The Department for Education issued the following statement in response to the government's recent rejection of the proposed ban on smacking. "The government does not condone any violence towards children and has clear laws in place to prevent it." Sir Peter Wanless, chief executive of the NSPCC, disagrees, saying, "It cannot be right that while hitting an adult is unlawful in our country, children are not afforded the same level of protection. We must stop this legal anomaly and prioritize the safety of children." According to a report by NBC News, corporal punishment is acceptable in all 50 U.S. states. Statutes, like those in the UK, often say that corporal punishment must be reasonable or not excessive. UNICEF statistics show that 250 million children and close to 300 million children in the globe between the ages of 2 and 4 are physically punished. But in England, more than 2/3 of adults agree that it is improper for parents or other adults to physically discipline a child. Nearly 3,000 adults participated in a YouGov survey for the NSPCC, and 68% of them said they thought it was unacceptable to physically correct a child, such as by smacking them. The study, which was conducted after Wales banned reasonable chastisement as an excuse for smacking children, showed that the public in England were largely in favour of amending the legislation on the subject as well. The majority of respondents to the survey said they thought the law should be amended to give children the same legal safeguards against violence as adults. The polls also revealed a lack of understanding of the law on physical punishment, with 58% believing it was unlawful to smack your child, 20% knowing it was still permissible, and 22% unsure.